So I had an idea to start journaling my crypto journey and to monitor the growth of my crypto portfolios, which is why I'm making these videos. And so this is one of my crypto wallets, and the balance right now in this particular wallet is $19,262.79. And in this particular portfolio, I have $12,000 in Bitcoin, about 3,300 in Ethereum, about 3,100 in XRP, and then just under $1,700 worth of BNB, and a little bit of XLM, just about $70. And that's what makes up this particular portfolio. I have a second portfolio also, so that's 19,000 in this one. This other one has, let me just move that out of the way. This other one has $17,281. So the combined total in both portfolios, or these two portfolios anyway, that I'm monitoring the growth for, is roughly about $36,000. And I'm just trying to see how this grows over the next few years. So I'm going to be, sharing this journey maybe on a weekly or daily basis. I haven't really figured out that yet. Just to see how these portfolios continue to grow. Now, I don't buy crypto every day. I've put a lot of money in over the course of the years, and at the moment I'm not really actively buying every day. I'm just trying to see the growth of what I already have. Interesting enough, about this time last year, the first wallet I showed you was sitting at around I believe around $13,000, and this one was sitting at around $12,000. And and that was at May 2024. We're in May 2025 now, and it's amazing to see what's happened to both wallets in the span of a year. One has grown from about 13,000 to 19,000, and one has grown from about 12,000 to 17,000. So what's that? The 13 to 19 is about 6, and 12 to 7 is 5. So let's say about $11,000 of growth in about the space of a year. And I just want to see, but my goal is to become a crypto millionaire. But the first milestone is 100K. How long will it take us to get to 100K? Well, we're sitting at roughly around 36K right now, so it'll be interesting to see whether in the next 1 year we can reach 100K, because we're supposed to get a bull run this year. The market is rebounding now after what's been a crazy few months since President Trump went into office, and the markets absolutely got killed, including not just crypto, the stock market, and so on and so forth as well. But things are slowly recovering, so it'll be interesting to see where we go from here. So if you're interested in following my journey, please subscribe to the channel. I'll be really grateful for that. And feel free to ask for tips, and if you have any questions regarding how I've been able to grow my portfolio, if you're looking to put a portfolio together of crypto, and you're not sure where to start, feel free to ask me questions, and I'll try and address those. So this is just me, the first of many videos where I'll be documenting my crypto journey. I have other investments. I might showcase maybe one of my smaller stock portfolios as well, where I buy sort of mainly ETFs, exchange traded funds. I also invest in things like crowdfunded real estate. That's what I was looking for. And also crowdfunding, which is like when the platforms that allow you to invest money, and that money, people that are looking for loans that don't want to go to traditional route to banks can go to these platforms to borrow. And just like if you borrow money from a bank, you pay back with interest. Whatever money they borrow from your portion of the investment that you make available, you also get a return on. So I do a bit of that as well, in addition to other things. I won't go into too much details. But yeah, if you're interested in following the journey, I'm not an expert, just by the way. I'm just somebody that's been sort of investing since I was in my early 20s. I was probably about around 24, 25 when I started investing. I read a book by David Bark called The Automatic Millionaire, and that really opened my mind into how to manage money and how to have a long-term view on growing wealth. In fact, I started off back then with a stakeholder pension, and that's basically like a retirement account in the UK. And I started contributing to that, and I've been kind of just slowly putting money away bit by bit since then for over 20 years now, about 20 years now. And one thing I've learned is that there is no quick way to get rich. Getting rich is a journey, and you got to be patient, and you'll be amazed how little consistent action, if you're taking, even if it's small actions but you're doing it consistently, you'll be amazed at the type of growth you will see if you're consistent after a few years. And that's been my experience. I make a decent income, but I don't make the biggest income. But one of the key things that's helped me is my discipline with my spending and my consistency in making sure I always put something away. I try to always put aside about 10 to 20% of what I earn. And I have a basket of places that my money goes to, from my workplace pension contribution, to my crypto portfolios, to my stock portfolios, to the crowdfunded real estate that I do, to crowdfunding, to we own a property, myself and my wife, we just different things. And when you calculate the gains on all of these different things, it does add up to a decent amount. The goal ultimately is to become a millionaire. I'm working towards that, and I'll try and journal some of that journey as well. But yeah, I'm rambling. If you're interested in following my journey and just to learn from some of the lessons and my experience over the years of investing, 20 plus years now, feel free to ask. Like I said, I'm not an expert, I don't know it all, but the little that I do know, I'll be willing to share for anyone interested. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. So please subscribe if you want to keep up to date with the growth and progress of my portfolios. Peace.